missing the last 3 games with a hip and oblique injury. And linebacker Dre Greenlaw, who Kyle Shanahan called arguably the best player on this defense, he'll be back in the lineup for the first time since tearing his Achilles in last year's Super Bowl loss. On offense, the Niners are down to their 4th string running back with Isaac Guerendo. He got his first start on Sunday, left that game with a foot sprain, and he's ready to go tonight too. But the good news, it ends there, Al, as Trent Williams, the 11-time Pro Bowl left tackle, he's out for a 4th straight game with an ankle injury.
Yeah, indeed. That's ended. Meanwhile, there are the standings right now. Saw Kaylee in some rain gear tonight because it's off and on. The shower is coming and going. Figures to be that way for a few hours. Rams won the toss. They defer. And the 49ers will start from the 30-yard line. So Brock Purdy coming out. Missed a game a couple of weeks ago with a sore shoulder in Green Bay. They went on the road, Green Bay and Buffalo back-to-back, and got slaughtered in those 2 games. Came back with that win against Chicago last Sunday. 15 TDs, 8 interceptions to the man who was drafted, as we said, last back in 2022, took over the starting job late in that season, got him to the Super Bowl last year, and this year trying to get him back into the playoffs at worst. So Guerendo starts at running back. Play fake, pass is incomplete. Deebo Samuel has been talking about not getting the ball enough, so they go right to him.
Very first play, they try to get the ball to their guy, Deebo Samuel. Tight coverage there by Witherspoon, who is in for Kobe Durant, who's out this week. You know, you look at Brock Purdy. It's been a year because of the injuries around him. Trent Williams at left tackle, Christian McCaffrey, Ayuk, all these guys out, and it's impacted him as much as anybody. But he is coming off probably his best game of the year last week.
Samuel was in motion. Here goes Guerendo around the left side, going nowhere. Taken down at about the line of scrimmage by Christian Roseboom. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 on the opening drive of the game for the 49ers.
You know, this Rams defense, you and I talked about earlier this year, just kind of looking for an identity, moving past the Aaron Donald era. And they've done a heck of a job with Les Snead, their general manager, bringing in and the leader, Kobe Turner, 91, having a great year as well.
Yeah, those 2 guys, both 1 and 2, as they shored up that defensive line. Purdy stepping up, Purdy going deep, too deep, and incomplete. Flag is down. George Kittle was the intended receiver deep down the left sideline. Penalty will be against him.
Penalties decline. It's 4th down.
Clay Martin is a Thursday night regular.
It's going to be a back-and-forth game for Kyle Shanahan, a 3-and-out for his offense, and a great start for Chris Shula, the defensive coordinator for the Rams. Get the ball to Stafford right away after the 3-and-out.
Pat O'Donnell to send it down towards Xavier Smith. Fairly short kick. Fair catch called for at the 29-yard line. And that's where Matthew Stafford is set up. Shot. Matthew Stafford has really come on like the team itself. And when he got hot, the team got hot. 19 touchdowns, 7 picks, 4 straight games without an interception.
Yeah, he right now is playing as well as anybody. And you're right, it has a lot to do with the offensive line getting healthy. They're able to run the football downhill now and be physical at the line of scrimmage. Kyren Williams, 23, is really the key to set this whole offense up.
He's the running back. Cooper Kupp goes in motion. He was motion on almost every play. And about a 4-yard gain for Williams. He's been a stud running back. And that's Dre Greenlaw. Kenny talked about him. Hasn't played since he tore his Achilles, trying to run out onto the field in a bizarre incident in the Super Bowl. Just running out onto the field, went down, and he's been out since then.
And you can see on the very first play, if you're a Niners fan, that's what this defense has missed, including Fred Warner in the middle, who gets a lot of attention. He's got his sidekick back tonight. Hopefully that'll help this defense out.
2nd and 4. Williams starts to stumble. Taken down to the line of scrimmage when you saw the flag coming in. Leonard Floyd played with the Rams a couple of years ago. In on the stop, Clay Martin to make his second call against the Rams.
Holding. Offense number 77. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Donovan Jackson, the left tackle.
You know, you think of Leonard Floyd like a lot of these guys. You think of them as great pass rushers, but you talk to the coaches, especially Nick Sorensen. He said, hey, man, the thing that's blown us away, how physical he is against the run. Great practice player, big-time prep guy, and going up against his former team who he won a Super Bowl with, you know he's ready to go.
So 2nd and 14 after the penalty. Rushes on, gets it away, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp is well covered on the play by Deommodore Lenoir. 3rd down and 14 for the Rams.
Pretty good job of picking up any kind of movement to give Stafford enough time. As you said, Al, there's always going to be pre-snap movement, trying to get a tip on the coverage. Look at Stafford work from the left back to the right. Lenoir, very, very tight coverage, anticipating that ball coming to the backside there to Kupp. Good coverage.
Sean McVay in his 8th season as the head coach and also the play caller. Here's Bosa. Trying to draw a bead on Stafford on the 3rd and 14. Blocking is good. Pass is incomplete. Again intended for Kupp. Lenoir again covering on the play. So 4th down.
Lenoir, another great play, and just kind of feeling these in-breaking routes. He's sitting back with a pass rush that they have. He's able to just kind of sit back and read the eyes of Stafford. He knows he has a receiver outside, so there's the threat of the potential pass to the inside. He just read the eyes, took him to the ball, undercuts it, almost comes up with a pick.
Ethan Evans, the 6'3", 250-pound punter, sends it down to the 19-yard line. Jacob Cowing brings it back to the 27. So the game begins.
Taylor's so many big plays on that route, that quick slant.
Purdy, wide open. Kittle, middle of the field, to the 41-yard line. Quentin Lake able to run him down. Kittle, in his 8th year, as productive as ever, 33 yards.
Yeah, this is what hurt the Rams defense early in the year, was just miscues. This time the free safety, Quentin Lake, just late 37 right there, just kind of gets his eyes in the wrong spot. It frees up a big opening over the middle, and that is stealing for Brock Purdy, going to his main guy for a huge gain there to George Kittle.
First down of the game from the 41. And running into Samuel that time was Guerrero. So Samuel doesn't get the ball enough, and then he winds up sending his own man to the ground.
Put him in the books as a tackle there. Yeah, that just missed time there with the motion. Both these teams do so much pre-snap movement. At times just not timed up well. And I think Guerrero was probably the most surprised as anybody.
Guerrero foot sprain. In Sunday's game. Didn't know he would play or not until last night when Shanahan said, yep, he's ready to go. Along with Greenlaw, along with Bosa. 2nd and 9. To the right side this time. Picks up about 3. Guy who started his college career in Wisconsin, wound up at Louisville. 4th round pick.
Yeah, and you know, it's amazing. You start in high school as a receiver, you get a little bit of weight. Of course, you go to Wisconsin, they flip you to running back. Eventually, as you mentioned, goes to Louisville. Good downhill runner. It's always amazing. Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, they find backs. Think about what they've lost. Not just McCaffrey, but Jordan Mason, Elijah Mitchell, if you go all the way back. So as Kaylee said, the 4th back of the season.
Here's Samuel. And Samuel taken down after a gain of 1 by Kobe Turner. So Samuel wants the ball more. He's liable to get the ball a lot more as a running back tonight.
I think that's a great way to get him touches, especially with all the injuries that they have in that backfield. You know, he's done that throughout his career, not just motion. I think he has 129 career carries as a running back, so he'll do that tonight.
A 53-yard field goal attempt here for Jake Moody. Kind of had a spotty season. Pat O'Donnell to put it down. And from 53 out, that kick is just inside the left upright.
Đập gậy đâu hả? Đập một gậy gì hả?
Đập gậy gì chả. Cái cọ chị gậy trong cái video được không đó?
Không hiểu tiếng Việt tặc. Đu bàn, đập nói bây giờ phải nói gì đu bàn. Chối anh vào tiếng